Okay, so hey guys, welcome back to another Access 72 video, and in today's video I'm back with another interview and I'm here with Owen Rees. Owen, how are we doing, mate?
Doing good, mate. What about you?
I'm doing very good, thanks, mate, and thank you very much for coming on the channel.
Anytime.
Lovely stuff. So we're going to start with the question which I always like to start off with. Why did you start boxing?
Well, my brother originally started boxing before me, and I just seen he was doing really well. And I used to play football when I was younger, but like I used to always like do sports and that. And then I into boxing, and then it just went from there really, and just
No,
yeah.
of course. And so, do you remember what happened in your first amateur fight?
Yeah, my first amateur fight was when I was 12. I won on points. Yeah.
No, that's great. Starting from a very young age there, but what would you say was your biggest achievement from your whole amateur period?
Getting on the Great Britain squad. Like that was my dream from when I first ever started boxing. Like it's the biggest thing you can get really in the amateurs is big boxing for Team GB. So probably that.
Yeah, of course. And so, boxing for Team GB, did that open opportunities to fight abroad and places like that?
Yeah, I fought in Finland for my first competition in for Team GB. Uh, that was just last year.
Mm-hmm. No, that's amazing, mate. And so, how many amateur fights did you end up having?
I ended up having 84 amateur fights, won 70.
Okay, that's a very good record. And so, why have you now decided to turn professional?
Well, obviously, with some of the weights getting taken away from Team GB for like the Olympics,
Okay.
uh, weight was my weight, so I just didn't really see there was much there for us. And I thought if I just turn pro now, gives us a better start instead of sticking around for another 4 years when my weight might never come back.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. And I suppose just to kind of touch upon the whole amateurs and Olympics aspect of things, it
Yeah.
seems like there was talk about it being taken out the Olympics fully, and there would be a big loss. And what's your kind of thoughts on that if that did happen?
Yeah. Well, obviously, they don't know if there's going to be another Olympics after this one, so like I just didn't see the point in sticking around in the amateurs if that wasn't a possibility for us.
Yeah, of course. And so, I mean, now you've turned professional and you're working with some big names, including Sam Jones. And so, what has it been like working with him for the moment?
Yeah, great. Well, I had a different manager, and I ended up speaking to Sam, and like I just obviously I wasn't really having the best of times, like struggling to get a fight, and then I spoke to him. Within 10 seconds, he got it. I literally spoke to him on the phone. He was like, "I'll ring you back in a second." 10 seconds later, he got us a fight.
Wow, that's
But then,
amazing.
uh,
Yeah, definitely. That's amazing. And so, I suppose now that you are fighting on this card, of course, it's a Wasserman card, a big card. And so, how excited are you to be working with Wasserman?
yeah, I'm very excited. I can't wait to make a big statement and just get my name out there.
Of course. And so, for yourself, just turning professional, what would you say is your current motivation for the sport?
Um, well, I've always had motivation just to be the best I can ever be in the sport, and just to see how far what I can achieve.
Yeah, of course. And so, of course, you are fighting this weekend. And overall, how's preparations been going for it?
Been going great. I've been training all year round. Like I've never really had a break this year. Like I've just been training all year, just waiting for this time, just staying ready. And when the opportunity came, I just took it.
Yeah, and as this, of course, is your debut, are you possibly thinking, I don't know how much you maybe suffered with nerves in the amateurs, do you think maybe nerves might play a little bit of a factor for this fight?
Nah, like I've never really got that nervous in the amateurs. Like when you're in there, I just block everything out, and then the day I've trained as hard as I possibly can. So all I've got to do in there is just do what I do every day in the gym.
Yeah, most definitely. And so, for these people that maybe have not watched you fight before and maybe come into the fight this weekend, what would you say makes yourself interesting as a fighter?
Well, I've never been in a boring fight. Like if you ask anyone about it, like every time I'm in a fight, like there's always eyes there, like wanting to watch us, and like my style, the way I fight, like it's it's very exciting. So I feel like the crowd will be very happy with it.
Brilliant. And so I suppose stylistic wise, is there any fighters that maybe you looked up to or gained inspiration from?
Yeah, all the fighters like the big names. I'll watch everyone, just like learning little bits of everyone.
Yeah, of course. And would you say, I suppose, as you are early on in the game, would you say that you're currently a student of the game?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, like I've been amateur for 11 years, 12 years or something, but I feel like the professional game's just completely different. Like, just little things make like a huge difference in the pros. You know, like obviously bigger rounds, but just something you need to adjust when you're in there. And obviously, I've been training all camp, just getting all these little adjustments, and now obviously I'm ready for the Saturday to show what I can do.
Yes, indeed. And so, I mean, you're fighting on the Josh Kelly undercard, and he's bringing this big night up north and northeast, I believe it is, and up in Newcastle. And do you hope that there's going to be plenty more nights up there? It seems like that kind of area is having more of a development in boxing as of recent.
Yeah, well, obviously I'm so happy that I'm making my debut in Newcastle because like it's just all my fans and I can say. But I feel like the northeast is just booming now. Like I feel like it's gonna get bigger and bigger and more shows every year. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And I suppose if you possibly could, when you do get to that point, possibly pick a venue where you'd love to fight, where would that be?
Have to be St James's Park.
Indeed.
It's a big. So,
Yeah, no, that's a great venue, of course, and hopefully one day that is the case. And so that links on to my next question, being how far do you believe you can go?
to the top. You know, I wouldn't have turned professional. I didn't feel like I could reach the top. You know, I wanted to get as far as I can in the sport.
Yes, indeed. And you touched upon in your prior answer about how maybe you were struggling to find your first matchup, but of course now you're with Sam Jones and it's making it easier. And so I suppose, does that mean that activity is the most important thing for you at the moment?
And yeah, I would love to be out 3-4 times this year if I can. You know, after this fight, I'll have a few days off and I'll be straight back in the gym, hoping to get a date as soon as possible.
Lovely stuff. Okay, well, I'll leave with this final question, which I always like to ask. You've got a little bit of a platform here. Would you like to shout anything out?
Uh, but my brother Ben Rees, Cameron Vaughan, you know, just like everyone from the gym really. I would just obviously everyone from the gym who helps us get to where I am today.
Indeed, brilliant stuff. Okay, well, thank you very much, mate. Maybe a little bit further along down the line we can come and have you back on the channel again, mate.
Yeah, definitely. I would love.
Lovely stuff. Okay, so if you're new around here and you haven't subscribed, please do so. Like the video if you like the video, and thanks for watching.